Hey, guys! Hey! Happy Wednesday! Right?
Yep.
So,
right? I look around and I think,
Right? Henry, my son, is turning 1 year old, March 15th. Everyone mark your calendars.
I feel like he's been alive for a while.
I think it's the opposite.
I was going to say, yeah, it's been that long since he was born.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Maybe you're thinking of Rosie. She'll
Which
be
one is
3, March 29th.
Okay, got it. Yeah.
Hattie's going to be 8, March 21st.
I was
We got a
thinking
lot of
Hattie,
March.
I think. You said Henry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought
H just confused me.
She's
Yeah.
got to be more than one.
I swear that she's memorizing a lot. Henry's so fun right now. He's mimicking me. Like he's starting to like if I'm like, hey buddy, he'll be like, bah.
All right.
The other day we went to lunch after church, a little bit of a gamble because he's already a little bit off his schedule, sleep deprived. You know, it's chaos. There's 4 kids in a public place. And so I was like, I'm going to go wash his hands in the bathroom. So I take him and I realize I got to go to the bathroom while I'm there. And so I'm holding him while in the urinal. All right. And I have kind of talked about like, I've had this like tendonitis weird thing. So I've been like, whatever, just kind of a little bit sore. So I was in the urinal, picture this with me. And I kind of like hike him back up on me. And I'm like,
What kind of pants were you wearing?
church pants.
Like, are you able to like unbutton with one hand?
Oh, buddy, I can do a lot of things with one hand.
All right, go on.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. It's
That wasn't a problem.
Once you become a dad, you learn how to do everything with limited dexterity.
I'll have to practice this sometime.
Yes, you'll figure it out. It's just natural. Like put 2 things in your one hand and then do something else over there.
Hello? It's tough.
It's tough, but you can do it. Anyway, while I'm getting ready to go, I kind of hike him back up and I just go, oh, kind of like a little bit exaggerated.
You kind of like trying to draw fouls in real life. I think you're you're kind of always doing that.
Yeah, I am. I'm kind of like whatever.
You're like throwing something heavy in the trash. Hey!
Oh, come on! Call it. Call it. That's recycling. What?
Come on.
That's compostable.
All day long that's been recycling. Call it one time.
You've been calling it all day. Anyway, Jake. Ever since Jake's gotten married, he plays with that ring.
Oh, got it.
Anyway,
He's behind my ear.
hiked him up. Oh, and guess what? He liked it. He laughed, and so then, I'm doing a few more. Oh, like he's just giggling, like
And
we're
you're
having a good
goofing,
time.
yeah.
He's just he's got the sweetest, cutest smile. He's starting to like scrunch up his nose. He's and then I hear the faintest. And I'm like, crap, there's someone else in here. They don't know I have a baby.
They definitely don't.
They don't know I have a baby.
They think you're passing a stone right now.
They're just hearing me stand at this urinal. Oh! I think this tight beat means that it's going down with some random thoughts and white meat too. Midwest best friends eating fast food on repeat. So come along, let's have some fun and go ahead, get on your feet, cause it's the Ghostrunners podcast. Every Monday morning with Jake and Brad, Ghostrunners podcast.
That is brutal. I can't say I've ever been in that exact scenario, but I think I've been in the stall like that where you're like, what's he going through?
It's like, don't come out at the same time as this guy.
No.
Like that guy went through some spiritual experience in there.
Leave him be.
Leave him be.
It's best just to let him finish. I had my first experience yesterday. It was actually when we were texting about some big ideas, some trips.
BIs.
The link.
Yeah, the link.
In the middle of that, I had my first experience with what does Planet Fitness call it? The lunk alarm or whatever.
Yeah, lunk. Yeah, I think so.
Either way, first experience with like someone else in the weight room, like being so boisterous and so annoying. I'm sure that's somewhat common in weight rooms. I just go to a rather uninhabited weight room.
It's that common.
Okay, well, this is the first time a guy just like fully, just like whatever exercise he's doing, just like excruciating noises. I'm like, maybe do less weight, or I don't know, shut up. Whatever it takes, stop.
One or the other. Yeah.
It was like really, really distracting, and I just let him be.
I could be wrong, but it feels like that's not nearly as good for you as like controlling and having a lighter weight.
You're exerting even more, having to make that noise. Because
Also,
it wasn't just breathing.
It just feels like your form's probably not as good as if you're doing the right amount of weight that like you can control and like, I don't know. You know
That's
what I
a
mean?
great point. Yeah, if you're having to like scream,
Yeah.
you're not under control.
Like you see, like I've seen, I'm thinking of a specific time somebody was doing like the rows, kind of like the
Yeah.
whatever, like with that bar, whatever. And he was just, and I'm like, there's no way that's as good for you as like just learning how to do it right.
Like you're using every muscle in your body to get this yanked back. And I don't think that's
I
how
don't
you're
think
supposed to do
I
it.
think you're going to hurt yourself. Like, it's like,
Yeah.
and it was like clanking, whoopash, 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 whoopash. Ugh. And it's like, dude, I will say the guy was 50 years old and pretty strong, like pretty fit guy. So I'm like, okay, maybe he's doing something right, but man, it just feels like you're gonna hurt yourself eventually.
I feel bad if I ever clank like 2 times in a row. Because sometimes you're doing a machine where you can't see like I'll do like machine flies. It's like the clank is behind me. So I'm just kind of having to guess. And then I clank one time and I kind of look around.
Sorry for clanking.
Sorry.
I'm so sorry. Yeah.
And then by then I'm just doing this. I'm not just like, just to be safe, I'll just do this. I'll keep it in here just to be safe.
That's another classic is like some guy just throws up, a ton of weight on the bench press or something.
And just alligator
And just like
arming it.
barely moving. And I'm like, I don't think that's the right way to do it.
Dude, I saw a clip the other day and it was this Paralympian.
Careful.
And it was like the bench press record. And this Paralympian happened to be like a little person.
Okay.
And so it was like, it wasn't just me. Every single comment. So it was like the world record for bench press of a little person, but like you didn't see their arms move. It was like they took the bench off for them, and then it looked like she just kind of held it there. And then at some point they all knew when to applaud. I was like, I didn't see it. I didn't know she had started yet. And all the comments were like, let me know when it moves. I've been watching this video for an hour.
Really?
Yeah. So life hack.
Okay. Yeah, maybe. Life hack.
Yeah.
Okay. Good to know.
It didn't look like I moved at all. It's like when you're like about to start bench pressing, you kind of like adjust, like, all right, let me get it, like, and then like she was done.
Is it like deadlifting for bench press? It's just like you just have to hold it there long enough.
Yeah, maybe it's just like, it's an endurance test.
Shove it up there. Do you take inventory when you're at the gym of if people around you have headphones on or not? Because I do.
I don't take that inventory. I take inventory of how much weight. Like I go to a machine where there's only one exercise you could be doing on this. I get to move it down.
100%.
All right.
100%.
All right. I feel like when January 20th, I was moving things up.
100%.
Now we're moving things down. I don't care if it was an old woman in front of me. I'm
Well,
moving
but
it down.
every once in a while, it's like, that guy is pretty fit.
Yep.
And let me rack some more weight on there. Yeah, that is fun.
But no, you're noticing their ears.
I am specifically in the sauna. I'll say that like, because it's a quiet place.
Yeah.
And so it's like, how quiet do I need to be? I'm scrolling my phone. Oh, a reel comes up on Instagram. Do I need to shut that baby off real quick or can I watch it?
Because you don't have headphones in.
I don't always. And so I need to be cognizant of that.
Okay.
Or maybe, it's like, oh, it's a spiritual reel. Keep that bad boy on.
Crank it up. See if Jackson's listening.
Your New Testament, Old Testament, whatever. Yeah.
Is that kind of how you usually start those conversations?
Use New Testament or Old Testament, man. If you New Testament it right now, would you know where you Old Testament? No? Let me tell you about it.
That's such a specific joke. That's so good.
Anyway, yeah, I think because I probably am. You like that?
If you New Testament right now, but you know if you're going to Old Testament?
I am very inconsistent with my headphone usage because my AirPods are very inconsistent.
Spotty.
I was gonna say I have a lemon of an AirPod set. That's not true. I've put my AirPods through the ringer.
Okay.
They have gone through the wash a few times. They've definitely been water damaged. And so sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. Sometimes they're charged, sometimes they get drained. And so it's like, I don't know
Yeah.
from day to day. And so there's plenty of days where I'm lifting weights without anything in the ears.
Yeah.
So
Good for you.
yeah, but they have good music on and stuff.
Yeah.
So
Shout out to Glide for my birthday back then. He got me a way to charge my AirPods in the car. And I didn't use it that much then, but now It's amazing. I just keep my AirPods in the car because I need them every day to go to the gym. I'm an AirPods guy.
I am too, and I think I might just buy some new ones.
Okay.
I think it's a good enough investment as long as you don't.
Whoa, you could afford AirPods. Okay, Richie.
Must be nice, Richie Rich.
Must be nice.
Must be nice. What are you getting next? A McDonald's in your house? Richie Rich. Put that on your list, Tom.
I've been working out for 6 weeks now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Congrats.
Thank you. I would say the past 2-ish weeks, we've thrown some bait out in the form of this. I walk around the house, maybe do a little, taking laundry down, shirts off.
Sight.
Let's just see if Rachel takes the bait. See if she notices it. To see if she's taking any inventory. 2 weeks ago, doing a couple chores, shirt off.
Sight.
No such feedback. Last week, I'm cleaning up around the house. I'm doing this and that. It's a little warm, cleaning up my room, shirt off.
Sight.
No such feedback.
This is a couple weeks ago.
And then last night,
Yeah, baby.
finally, for the first time, she goes, "Whoa!" All of a sudden, she goes, "You're looking skinny." Oh, she has no idea how much that meant to me.
Yeah.
That was massive. I mean,
Yeah.
words of Af guy anyway, so that's already the best way to show some appreciation. But yeah, I'm at the world. So then,
Yes, dude.
Then I'm kind of goofing around. I'm like, oh, I'm like flexing. I'm like, really? And she goes, "It's not even funny. You just actually look good."
Sight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She said, "Anyway, I'm going to bed." And I said, "I got push-ups to do. I got more work to be done. Now I'm motivated.
That's right.
I can't fall asleep now."
No way.
Yeah, no. Now I'm fired up.
Yeah.
So that was awesome.
That is
So
awesome.
let that be a lesson. Husbands, wives, spouse. If your spouse is going through anything, compliment them on the journey. It feels
Dude,
good.
I posted on my Instagram, like I reposted something else, which I don't do very often, but like maybe a couple months ago, but it was essentially along the lines of like the power of a affirming wife is like a superpower to men. Like there is nothing like when you know your wife is behind you on something, it's just like, let's go.
Yeah.
I'll do anything. I will work twice as hard. I will spend twice as much energy, time, whatever, like to do it if my wife is just complimentary and respectful and like pushing me in the right direction.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if she and yeah, Catherine is not perfect, but she's good at that. Like she can be like, keep going. Like you're doing great. You
I
know?
see what you're doing. I compliment it. I want
Yeah.
to encourage you to keep doing it.
Yes, it is a superpower. Like
Yeah. I wrote it in my journal last night. Rachel complimented my body.
Yes.
Meant a ton.
yeah, that's awesome. That is great. I'm happy for you. That's
Thanks. About 30 minutes after that, it's kind of funny timing. My dad texted me because him and Steve Coop, they're still doing their little finish. My
Yeah.
dad said, "Hope you're working hard." I bumped my push-ups and sit-ups up to 140 a night.
dude.
Hope I don't embarrass you on the beach, which that's something else I'll talk about. We got a little family vacation plan. But I said, funny enough, I said, for the first time since I started working out, Rachel said I look skinny tonight, so I'm doing just fine. And my dad said, crap. I still look the exact same, maybe a little fatter and a little wider.
That's classic.
Maybe go
Steve, dude.
celebrate with Andy's.
No, Steve knows the way to like mess with you in your mind is to like, downplay him a little bit.
And then I didn't text back to that. 15 minutes later, he texted me. All right, well, that motivated me a little bit. I just did another 60 push-ups. Puts me at 200 for the night.
Do you think he's doing
pretty impressive.
Do you think he's doing little person push-ups or do you think he's like 1, 2?
I need to see him. Alligator push-ups.
Either way, Steve, keep going, baby.
Yeah, it's impressive. 200 push-ups in a day. So
That's awesome.
Anyway, yeah. So we're going to my dad. Very, very quietly. I've always talked about how I grew up thinking my dad was the dumbest guy in the world because that's what he told me. And same goes with his career. I don't know what I'm doing. I just call these people. They order food. Well, he's like the top salesman in the world. Maybe it's hard to tell exactly, but I think he does all right
for sure, though.
And so he's always winning these trips and these different things with his company. And so they're giving him a free trip. Him and I almost said my wife. That would be my mom.
Dude, I do that. So don't.
That was my first mix-up. Rachel's called me mom and dad a couple times. That was my first almost slip there.
I've also said my sister a few times. Take that what you will, psychologists. I don't care. I don't think she's my sister, but
I know she's not.
she's not. I promise. I know.
I would know the difference.
Yeah.
If you held them up both at the same time, I
Wife.
would know the difference. Yeah, see?
Sister.
Quick.
Yeah.
But he won a work trip to Amelia Island, Florida. It's like a little off the coast of Jacksonville.
Sure.
And I think they're putting him up for like 3 days in the Ritz-Carlton. And his idea was like, well, why don't we go the whole week?
Cool.
And have the kids join us for the first half of the week. So
Fun.
we're going on our first like non-cruise family vacation maybe since I was in high school. And it
Cool.
feels good that we're like going to Florida.
Yeah.
You know, it's like this is what you do in the Midwest. This is as big as it gets.
Sweet.
You go to the Florida beaches. So
It is a big deal. Like Midwest people, like we're going to Florida.
go to Florida, you know.
It's a huge deal.
So yeah, I have to bring sunscreen and yeah, doing the whole thing.
Congrats, Steve. That's awesome. That's amazing.
Yeah, Ritz-Carlton.
That sounds awesome.
Never been to one. Ritz or Carlton.
Nor I. Carlton Landing. Been there.
Good point. I've eaten Ritz.
Yes. At the Carlton Landing or just
No, just in
Okay.
general.
Okay.
But Burnham had a joke. Why are the crackers staying at the Ritz?
only Cracker State? Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway,
How to? Yeah, I remember the first part of that too. Doesn't matter.
good joke. Good joke. Funny guy.
Hilarious guy. Yeah. Can I backtrack?
Backtrack, piggyback, whatever you want.
Backtrack.
Yeah. You know, an insult these days in Rachel's school is to call someone big back.
Big back.
That's
Okay.
it. Just
Brought
you
back.
take it, use it. Yeah. It's like
Timon?
as mean as you can get.
I know that term.
Do
You do know that term?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's like a Gen Z thing.
I thought it was just for like third graders.
No.
Embarrassing.
Yeah.
What's it mean? You're,
I feel like
you're
it-
massive?
I feel like I don't know the origination of it, but I think it's just calling someone fat.
Oh, okay.
Pretty sure.
Timon, you match really well. I didn't notice you
Thanks.
when you put this on.
Yeah.
Way to go, Forrest.
Yeah. Thanks.
Or screen there.
My eyes are green too.
Cool, man. That's great.
Piggyback.
Cool. Anybody else want to talk about their eyes real quick? Do we all have? Are yours blue?
Mine blue.
Mine are green. Pretty. Hey,
Cool.
So are mine. So, give you time to talk about yours.
what are your sister? I mean, your wife's. Piggyback track.
My
all I
sister
was gonna say
Sister
was, I randomly watched the Chick-fil-A addict jean shorts video the other day.
Oh, yeah?
And you looked noticeably different. And
That might have been at my big.
But I've never thought of you as anything like that. Like never once am I like,
Really?
wait, I
Okay.
mean, well, surely,
Speak for-
like,
I mean,
but it was
okay.
like,
Sure.
it was like, oh, there's a noticeable difference between what Jake looks like now versus like,
That's cool.
yeah.
You should. Is there anything you'd like me to watch of you?
That same video,
Okay,
I do look bigger, obviously, but that's not what I was looking. I was just, I don't know why I watched it. Why was I watching that? I don't know. Went down a rabbit hole of jean shorts. I watched a few of them.
You know what's funny about that video is I went into a Hooters and delivered a line of dialogue in the Hooters. We could have got that in post. I didn't have to say that in Hooters. No one even knows that I did that. But I
That was
said
awesome.
that in real time inside of a Hooters. I was like delivering jokes to
You were in the breezeway.
the hostess. So embarrassing.
That was great.
And then I sprinted out of there, which was a real feeling at the time. But that's fun. Thanks.
Yeah, I
man.
pulled
That's
this
good
up
to
and
know.
yikes.
Right?
Like you can't even see your eyes because there's so much skin like covering them.
Like, yeah.
You look like an English bulldog.
Big beat back over there. Anyway.
Anyway, I went to the dermatologist yesterday. First time ever.
Okay. How'd it go?
I'll tell you, I walked away from that being like, I think I have the layout for a lot of stand-up comedy. So it was a successful trip
Okay.
because I walked away being like, I think I have like, when it's time to do another new set, I know exactly how it's going to go. Because basically, I was doing well. I was just crushing in there with the nurse and the doctor. You know,
really?
just the jokes were landing well. It was a great time. Because when I do go to things like this, I'm genuinely just a pretty curious guy. I'm asking like, what's that tool? Like, what are you using to look at? And what are you even looking for? And I don't know, just let them talk about it. And at a certain point, I think I like started to like apologize. Like, sorry if I'm like bothering you with questions. Like, I just don't know anything about this. Like my wife signed me up for this. I thought melanoma was a cute girl's name. You know, like I don't know anything. And they love that joke, you know, dermatology humor. And then like just all the other jokes, it like clicked with me. I was like, that would be my next set is like, I open it with I'm a newlywed. We don't have kids yet. So everything is a potential baby name, which is true.
Okay.
Rachel's got a list
Yes.
of so many, she works at elementary school. So you can imagine every kid she's ever met, it's on the list.
Yeah.
You set that up at the beginning. And then as you go through, I think I could talk about the different things that Rachel signed me up for. So like we got health insurance. So doctor's appointment, dermatology appointment. I could talk about doctor on. And that would be great. Like, you know what? I'm going to sign myself up for something. And then where I end up going.
Yeah, yeah.
And then at the end would be some joke, the melanoma joke, and I say, and Rachel would like put it on the list, some sort of callback to what we said in the beginning.
Love it.
So that was great. I felt good. I was like, well, that was a good work session today.
Is that tax deductible if you use it for a stand-up set?
Yep, contractor.
Yeah.
They're contracted employees. One thing I was expecting. So have you ever been to the dermatologist?
Yeah.
I didn't really know. I mean, I knew what it was. I knew it's skin. They're like looking at moles to see if anything like looks suspicious. I was not expecting to get sliced that day.
You got sliced.
I just assumed this is like a follow-up appointment. Like,
Oh, I see. I've only gone for acne stuff, so I've never like had mole stuff.
I'm decently mole-ish.
Are you?
Except that they call them lesions,
Okay.
which I was.
Maybe there's a difference, or maybe
Maybe there's a
like
difference.
The medical version of it.
She was like, "You do have a lot of lesions." I was like, "Thank you."
I'm American, so I have subscribed to the American Legion.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's so many jokes. Legion of Boom,
Yeah,
whatever. But so yeah, she was like, "All right, we got 2 that I want to take a look at," and so I'm like, "Great, take a look." And she's like, "All right," and then next thing you know, she got a needle in her hand. It's like, "So it's gonna sting and then it's gonna burn." And I was like, "Oh, we're doing this." She's like, "If that's cool," and I said, "Light me up."
Sting and burn.
I'm like doing this. She's like, "You don't need your arms raised." Like, "Oh, it's not a roller coaster ride." All right. And so just right then and there, I mean, seconds after, like, this one looks suspicious. Boom, needles in, and
Anesthesia?
it did sting and it did burn.
Okay.
They were right. So yeah, burns, and then just
Okay, here we go.
got a little bandage.
Yeah.
So they just,
They slice it off.
yeah, I was gonna show it to you. It's kind of gross though. So basically, they just like they numb me and they just like slice the mole itself off your skin,
Really?
and then you got this little patch of where the mole used to be. The patch underneath looks very odd. Looks like a
Is it like a?
Yeah, I've gotten one mole removed on my back, and there's like a crater there, kind of.
crater is a good word for it, like a
Yeah.
flesh-colored crater.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe I can imagine.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
And so they just took it off, and then, I mean, it was almost like I was like, "Oh, can I put it under my pillow?" I didn't say that.
Pancake. A tiny little pancake.
But then they take this mole and they send it off to a pathologist.
Okay.
And then that person looks at it and tells you,
So this guy's got a room of moles.
"Yeah,
Just a bunch of little dots.
yeah. What do you do afterwards, you freak?"
Yeah. Use them for doll's eyes.
Probably when you like taxidermy fish, you use it as fish eyes or what?
You repurpose them for taxidermy.
I assume you have a second business.
Yeah.
And so it took one off the front and one off the back. The back, pretty good burn on the back. Not sure why it was so much worse.
Did you tell him you're redhead? Anesthesia?
I thought about it. All I asked, I said, "What do we got in here?" And she was like, "Oh, this is, words I didn't know, but they weren't anesthesia." So I was like, "All right, I'm sure I'll be fine." It's why I was fine. Because once they were slicing, I didn't feel anything.
Okay.
But the initial burn, whatever that is, I think it was napalm. They just throw that in there.
It's
and it was
a
like,
needle.
yeah, that is a good burn.
Soy!
That is a good burn. I was able to
Oh.
talk through it, but it was like, that's a pretty good 3 seconds of like, yeah,
Okay,
I bet
yeah.
people freak out about this.
Really bad. Bad times.
Yeah, I forgot what else. Anyway, dermatologist was fun, and hopefully we're all good. We went, Rachel and I, back-to-back appointments.
Okay.
Oh, I know.
Was she making him laugh like you were?
Oh, I'm sure she was, murdering there.
Yeah.
But she had 1, I had 2. So,
Okay.
yeah, pretty good lesions. Doing all right.
We are a family of lesions.
Yeah, there you go. What was that in Batman? Wasn't there something lesion?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Timon's eyes are
My
green.
eye, yeah, I was gonna say.
Time's eyes are green. But then next Tuesday, I'll update you guys. I've got a doctor's appointment.
Please.
First time since I was like a senior in high school to like go to like a primary care, like a checkup, blood work. Like I'm excited.
They need to make it easier to find a doctor like that. I'm sure it is relatively easy, but like I don't think it's common knowledge easy.
I
Like
feel
it's
like in other countries, it's probably easier.
it's like what do I search?
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, general practice doctor. How do I choose them?
Yeah.
I don't know the process well enough.
And then you factor in insurance on top of that. Like, well, make sure they're in your network.
Okay, so then is that something I do? I call? Do I email that? Do I text? These
Yeah.
days, I'm sure you could look it up yourself. Where's that link?
Do you know you can text 911?
No.
I just saw it recently. It was like PSA, just so you know, like if you're ever in a situation, like you can text 911. I saw a bunch of like 911 operators commenting. They were like, if you can though, like calling is way better because then we know your precise location. So if you're texting, you have to send the exact address, but it's going to take people a while to get there. But it's better than nothing.
The 911 system is interesting to me. My aunt recently fell inside of a hospital.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Tough time. She fell and she had stuff in her hands, so she wasn't able to brace herself. Fell right on her face. Like sad, like whatever.
Dang.
But because she was in the hospital, they were able to attend to her right away.
Yeah.
But they said if she would have been in the park, like even like right outside the doors, they would have had to call 911.
No way.
I don't understand that.
My mom just like recently fell. It was like super icy. My dad was in like the emergency room for like getting his something removed, pancreas or something like that.
Yeah.
And she was like on her way to like visit him or do something there, and she slipped on the ice in the parking lot and like fell on her elbow really hard, and she was like, it was like painful enough that she was like blacking out and kind of like it was a sad situation.
yeah.
Jeez.
But like she was able to like she barely remembers even getting to like but there's like the help button somewhere outside that she like pushed, and then
She
they
got to the help
like,
button.
Yeah, so they like put her on a stretcher and like
Oh, really?
yeah.
Holy cow.
But so they
Dude, that's
helped
a
her
tough
there.
fall.
She was in the parking lot, so I don't know.
You got to get to the help button. It's like a video game or
guess,
something.
yeah.
Well, they
Your
were-
game doesn't auto save until you get to the help button.
Yeah, this was it. This was at Olathe Med. I don't know where she was.
Okay, it was like St. Luke's or something. It's one closer to our house.
Because they said that like other hospitals, even if you're inside and you fall, they would have to call 911 or something. Like I think it's every hospital's got different protocols for these things.
Interesting.
But I was just like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
It's like this person is in clear pain and they're like, let me call some, like, I don't know, maybe they're attending to them while calling I don't
Seems
know
a
how
little
it works.
too by the book. Like, let's be humans.
Right. Yeah, that's very like
About this.
machiney. I feel like a human
Yeah.
didn't come up with that. Surely that's kind of dumb.
Yeah. Anyway, I don't know how that 911 texting 911.
Yeah. PSA.
That's interesting. So the whole taken thing, she should have just texted him.
Yeah, maybe.
He's not 911.
He's not 911. That was her dad.
Shucks. You're not my 911. I have some segments. Do you have any more dermatology?
All good on Derm.
Do we want to go? I have 3 different segments. Yeah. We have either, you guys choose, Midwest versus everybody, what's the move, or trivia game. I want to do trivia game by the end of the episode. I'll say.
Okay. I'd like to do what's the move? Timon agrees.
Yeah.
Green
Perfect.
eyes.
So pretty simple, but I just want to know, like, there's been a few different times in my life recently where I'm like, does everyone do this, or is it just me that
Okay.
does this, or like, what do you do in this situation?
And what's the jingle for this segment? How does it go?
5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8.
What's the move?
What's the move?
What's the move?
Hey. So we do that after every single time I ask a question.
Okay. Yep. Okay.
So, what's the move? The one that initially inspired this whole segment. You order from the coffee shop and they get your order wrong. Let's say, it could be something simple. It could be what happened to me was I ordered hot. No, I ordered ice and they gave me hot. 5,
But
6,
hold on.
5, 6. What's the move? What's the move? What's the move?
It was the exact same ingredients, but just they messed up the temperature.
It was vanilla. Yeah, vanilla latte, I believe.
If they got everything else right, I'd let it slide.
Yeah,
Hot versus cold, I could suck it up.
yeah,
But you mess up hot versus cold and you throw in the wrong syrup,
yeah.
I might say something.
Okay. And what if it were not for you? Because that was my instance.
Oh, I am more likely to say something if it's like Rachel's coffee.
Yeah.
Even though Rachel doesn't care at all.
Right.
I can say, hey, I ordered your coffee. They just give me water. Rachel's like, well,
That's okay.
I probably needed it.
Yeah.
I had an instance. I got like a strawberry banana shake or something like that, or smoothie, and I asked for whipped cream, and it was like 60 cents extra. And they just, first of all, it took like 7 minutes. This was like the Bean in Spring Hill. Took like 7 minutes to get it, which was like, there was barely anyone in there, and there was no whipped cream. And so I was like, hey, I got whipped cream.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I felt good about that. I was like,
Good.
I think that's okay to do.
Good.
For sure. Especially if you spend money on it. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, an add-on.
And yeah, it's all nuanced. It's all like, there was not that many people there. If it's like,
Right.
this is hectic, crazy.
Yeah, they were not
whatever.
swamped at all. Yeah.
Hey guys, it's me, Brad, and I'm here with my co-host Jake to talk to you about our sponsor on today's pod, GoodRanchers.com. Don't know what Good Ranchers is? We're going to tell you. Jake, take it away.
Hi, I'm me 2 years ago. Life is just as good as it'll ever be, I guess. I buy my chicken from the store, and boy, I sure love how big and plumped up it is. I guess chickens these days are just getting bigger and bigger.
What an idiot!
Fast forward to now. Severance.
Yeah. Ding!
Whoosh. I'm the smartest man alive. You know why?
Why?
Because I understand how real chicken is made and how to support real American farmers.
Yeah.
And how to get nasty crud like seed oils and antibiotics out of my diet and into the garbage. And that's through GoodRanchers.com.
I was gonna throw up after seed oils, but I decided
throw up.
I was gonna commit, but I'm
I
not
was
going
fully committed to throwing up, and I held it in.
to. Yep. Just don't say the word again, please.
And so that's a little look into my life with Good Ranchers. Now, Brad is going to tell you his mnemonic device on how he remembers exactly what the promo is for you guys this week.
Here's how I remember it. The promo is GRKC. G stands for good, right? Because it's good. R stands for ranchers, because they're good ranchers.
Good.
K stands for quality, because it's good ranchers quality. C stands for discount. You get a discount when you use our promo code for good ranchers quality. Discount. GRKC is the discount.
You use that discount, that Good Ranchers quality discount.
Yeah.
And you're going to get free expedited shipping.
Hello.
You're going to get $40 off your first box.
Okay.
And a free add-on, like the organic chicken nuggets or the wild-caught salmon in every single box for the next year. So act today and abstinence tomorrow. I don't know if we've got to that part of the podcast yet, but it'll come up.
I'm severed back into my old self now.
Oh, okay.
Seriously, guys, Good Ranchers is one of the best things you guys could do for your money. It's a great investment into your health. It is a great investment into America and the American farmers that need this. We need to support American farmers. We love Good Ranchers. You should too.
And hey, don't just take it from me. Take it from Mark S.
I'm Mark S. And I really like this ball game that we're playing. And I also like Good Ranchers.
Ding.
So seriously, go today to GoodRanchers.com. It's American, it's meat, it's delivered.
Your innie is a psychopath. Rachel and I, piggyback, if I may,
Please.
went to, after our dermatology appointment, we went real quick to, there was a Nectar just like down the street. Rachel's on our lunch break. We're the only ones in there. And I think we must have had a cool vibe about us. So like, hey, we need some Instagram content. Can we like take pictures of you guys? And so we did. And Rachel and I were joking. We're like, yeah, so just go ahead and tag us. It's bondibowls.kc. You can just tag us there. And yeah, we'll repost it. Thank you guys.
Did you say that to him?
No.
Oh, that's funny.
But they were nice girls. They were also high schoolers. We were wondering, how are they here?
Yeah,
It wasn't
maybe
even close. It was like, oh, they are for sure high schoolers.
internship or like we had that like work, like you had, half a day and you can go work.
Work visa. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Kind of. Oh, were they
Yugoslavian.
foreign?
Yep.
Oh, okay. They were Yugoslavs. All right. Next one. You're at dinner with a friend at their house and they serve you food. Most of the food you like, one of the foods that you really don't like.
Deviled
Like,
eggs.
My dad, for whatever reason, he's not a picky eater, except for he really does not like macaroni and cheese.
Really?
Really doesn't like that.
Okay.
And there was one time we went to my brother-in-law's parents' house for dinner. It was like maybe they were engaged, maybe they were just married, like my sister and brother-in-law. And so it's like, they still relatively new people in our lives. And they're like, we have the best macaroni and cheese recipe. 5, 6, 7, 8.
What's the move?
What's the move now?
What's the move? Why? That's the move.
The move.
All right. And Timon's eyes are green.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
It's crazy. Just like his shirt and his hat.
Wild.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So here's what I think. In my 20s, I could have never said anything. I think in my 30s, I would try to find a way to like be self-deprecating. Like, I know this is annoying, but this is like the one food
Yeah.
that I'm picky about. Like, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Do you have anything else that tastes terrible that I could eat that would make me feel better? You know, try to like say
Yeah,
a joke.
yeah,
Or whatever.
yeah.
I'll tell you what I'd be nervous about is I'd be nervous about Rachel, like, not communicating it the way I would want to communicate. Like her being like, yeah, he hates eggs for some reason. I'm like, no, let me say it like
Yeah.
with a joke. Let me preface it
Right.
funnier. I would be worried about her beating me to the punch. Like, yeah, he's weird. He doesn't like eggs for some reason.
Yeah. I don't know. Messed up. Yeah. Yeah.
You got to sucre-coot it a little bit.
There it
as
is.
one says.
Did you
As they
say
Sucre cut.
coot it?
Yeah, because I didn't.
You got
you
cooties? No, he said sucre cut.
I said super cut.
oh, okay. I couldn't
I
remember.
was
What
say
you said.
sucre coat.
Sucre coot. Sucre coot. Sucre good.
Because Rachel will sometimes do this. I think she knows she's being funny and knows how miserable this makes me. But like when we're with her parents, she'll like say something to them, and not even like express anything to them. But she'll be like, "Hey, can you guys not use the bathroom for a little bit? I think Jake's got to go." I'm like, I didn't even say that.
That's great.
That's not
Like,
even true.
Hey, FYI, guys, I would not go in there for a while. Jake hasn't gone yet, but just trust me. I think he needs to go. He's getting a little nervous, but he's raring up for it.
It's like the classic, like at a friend's house, they're like, do you want food? You're like, I mean, I could eat something. Mom!
yeah.
Timon's starving.
Yeah.
It's like, I didn't say
Yeah.
that.
Do you want a
Timon
blanket?
needs food right now.
Yeah, I'll take
Yeah.
a blanket. Hey, can we turn down the thermostat? He's freaking out.
Yeah.
He's freezing right now.
He's so cold. Come on. Yeah.
Anyway, those are my thoughts.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think
what do you do?
I think I would probably, I don't know, man. I think I would
Clarify,
just,
what you said they have it made, like they're like, we prepared this great mac and cheese, or were they like,
It's done.
I see. Okay, then I would just eat it.
I think I would
Yeah.
eat it and I would lie through my teeth about how good it is.
Yeah.
But
You would.
But if they asked for if like you want some more, I would say no, I'm full, I'm okay. Or I would maybe even pull this card and be like, I'm trying to be healthy.
Oh,
I'm
that's
trying to
good.
be
That's good.
Because nothing I can think of that would be disgusting to me. Well, I don't know. Then again, I really don't like olives are like one of the only things
Olives
I'm
are
like,
disgusting.
no, thank you. I don't like olives. I feel like olives are pretty.
Can't
okay
pull the
for
healthy
you.
card as well.
Like olives are like have antioxidants probably, right?
Well, I'm all set on. I have too many
Yeah.
antioxidants. I'm trying to reoxidate.
Plenty of blueberries in my diet, so I'll show you later. You know, in the back.
I drink bubblers.
Yeah, right.
I don't think I would lay it on thick how good it was. I would just be like, thank you for making like this. This
Fair,
is great. I wouldn't
fair.
be like, oh, this is the best mac and cheese I've had.
Please hit
I
them
would.
home with
I'd
me.
try to be careful that they're not going to be like, well, this is Timon's favorite. We got to make this
Next
more.
time.
Yeah.
I'm also not a like force people to eat more kind of guy. Like if I'm
Yeah.
hosting people, I'm like, you guys want more? Like we have more. Don't be, but I wouldn't be like,
Right.
eat it. like
hope not.
like Justin Kershaw, like I want to see your reaction when you eat that bar.
Yeah. Eat the So Strong bar in front of me. Let me watch.
Watch his eyebrows.
Look at him.
All right, next one.
I will say I did eat the hot dog. People are going to reference that.
Yeah.
Like, what about the hot dog? That's because it wasn't a side dish. It was the main course.
Okay.
I had to.
Yeah. Okay. So there's a difference between main course and side dish.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Okay, next one. You accidentally like a stranger's or an ex's photo from like 5 years ago. Like you're scrolling through, you were like, oh, I'm gonna zoom in on that. Boom, boom. Oh crap, liked.
What's the move?
Oh,
What's the move?
what's the move now?
What's the move? Ba-dum-bum.
You unlike it.
Does it not still notify?
Of course it does.
But
You just-
they would have had to been on Instagram or Facebook that very
oh
second.
no, I don't believe that. Is that
Oh,
true?
yeah, I didn't think that was
Really?
true either.
Let's test
I
it
would
out.
say it's very much like
Time,
I would
time to
guess.
go to Midge's profile real quick.
I would
Time to
guess.
scroll deep on Midge.
yeah.
I would guess it just the notification stays there. You just go there and they hadn't liked it anymore. I think unliking it's
I think
more
it goes
just to
away.
show. You do think it goes away?
Let's test. Like something on my personal Instagram, Timon.
All right, I'm getting there here.
But don't unlike it yet.
Okay.
Treat me like you used to treat. You know who.
Let's see here.
So L. So you were wanting me to L.
Triplet
Like it?
Jake.
L
Oh.
or no L? on the like.
All right, you liked?
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna refresh. Timon Imch liked your post.
Okay.
It's an old post. It shows up at the top. All right, now I want you to unlike it.
All right. Done.
Moment of truth.
Or maybe he should do a new one. Okay, it went away.
Okay.
Go like one and then unlike the same one, or like
That's right.
a different post. I mean,
Wait, do what?
sorry. Go to a different post and do it.
Okay.
Like and then unlike.
All right. Like in just quick.
Sure.
All right.
Before Jake.
Oh,
refreshes.
accident. Unlike.
Oh, you liked and unliked before, and now I need to refresh. I see
Yeah.
what we're testing.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Okay.
This
Yeah,
is
so you just
actually
don't like
great
it.
news because I do this all the time.
Man,
I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
every night.
That's actually cool to know. Huh.
I think that.
You got any more brain busters?
Yeah, that one feels like I don't ever look and see who likes anything. Like liking these days seems obsolete to me personally. Like if you see some,
We're spoken for fellows, though.
yeah, maybe that's part of it. Maybe it's just like it feels like Gen Z kind of like almost made a mockery of likes. I watch some of those youth group kids back in the day scroll Instagram and like every single post that they're scrolling through to the point where it's like, oh, they don't care at all about these things. They're not even looking at them. It's like this very, I don't know, like almost like a mannerism to them.
I would argue probably the younger you are, the more stock you put in digital gratification, like
Right.
likes.
That's fair. It just
Especially
feels
like a story like. I feel like that's when you're like,
A story
Oh.
like, yeah, is a kiss on the mouth,
really,
as they say.
as the big backs
and
say.
As the green eyes out there say, people with green eyes.
Kiss on the mouth.
No, I think I agree with you that a lot of people my age would just like anything. Like just
Yeah.
and just as they're scrolling, they like. I think the addition of on Reels where you can see what your friends have liked has made people more careful. I think.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
But I don't think I've ever been quite the type to be like every single post. I think if it's a friend, I'll just like it automatically. But not just everything in my feed.
Do you then go back to your posts or your reels or whatever and see who likes it? Because that's the point that I'm like,
I see.
I never look at who likes my stuff.
Occasionally,
I might see, like,
I think
oh, this one has
I
a lot
take
of
interest in
likes.
the notification. Like, oh, this person liked. I'll notice that. I don't know if I too often would just go through and look through who liked it. I don't think.
Okay, another one that happened to me at church the other day. You wave at someone and they don't wave back. You realize you mistook them for someone you thought you knew.
What's the move? What's the move? What's the move? Move.
Thank you, VeggieTales. Great performance.
Yeah, Will Severn's sister goes to our church, and I was getting off the shuttle, the bus, and I was like, beautiful morning, huh? Or something like that. And she goes, yeah, totally. And I was like, and then I realized like, oh crap, she doesn't know who I am. Like, so it wasn't exactly that, but I was like, that is not the woman I thought it was. That's not Will Severn's sister.
Okay.
That is not her family. Like, that's a whole different family.
So what's the move?
So what's the move if you like wave to somebody and they straight up don't wave? Like, how do you respond to that?
I think in this instance, when you said beautiful weather and like as they're responding, you say, all right,
Yeah.
that's good. Your Hawaiian Bros order will be ready in a couple minutes.
Yeah.
That's all good. If they're talking about the weather. If you wave, I don't know. Yeah, it depends on the person. If they were like youngerish and funnish, I think I'd be like, thought you were someone else. Whoopsie daisy. But if they're like an older like guy, I maybe I'm more intimidated.
You just about face the other way. You take your hand down, you keep it up for a while and just kind of.
You have to pretend you're doing something. Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to like throw down a waltz all of a sudden. About face. Yeah, I don't know. You got to turn it into something. You got to hail a cab. You got to call a taxi really quick.
Okay.
Go on a cab.
Next to Baptist parking lot. Taxi!
Taxi! Hey!
Hey!
Going to Long Island.
Yeah, going to Coney Island for the roller coaster with the kids.
Yeah, last guy dropped me off here. I don't know. Trying to get a ride.
Okay, last one. I have plenty more. We'll do another time. This feels like a fun segment to go back for more later. You're at the store, grocery store. You couldn't find a specific thing, and you go to check out. The cashier asks,
Find everything okay?
"Find everything okay?"
What's the move? What's the move? What's the move?
Hey, seriously, what's the move?
Guys,
Come on, what's the move?
well, that's fun. I think I've been in this situation like recently.
Have you ever said, you know what? Actually, I couldn't find that organic cane sugar. So I just got regular.
I think it's crossed my mind and then been like, well, they're not gonna know.
That's
That's
never
what I
have
think.
I ever.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's times where it's like I actually wasn't sure if I should get red onions or yellow onions or white sweet onion, whatever. So I don't know. I'm not gonna talk to you about all that.
No. Yeah. I'm a big fan of asking, like, as soon as I get to the store and like, yeah, I could find where the chopped Brussels sprouts are that Rachel asked me to get eventually, but I'm not too proud. Just like as soon as I see someone, hey, I clap out. Hey, chopped Brussels sprouts.
Come on.
Hey, come on.
Hey, here we go.
I get real snippy with them.
Really?
No. No.
You like just yell at them a little bit?
Really? Do you?
You do.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
do. Yeah. No, but I'll ask as soon as I get in there. I haven't even tried looking. Hey, I'm looking for this and this.
Yeah.
And then they tell you, great.
I
Aisle
did the
13,
same
aisle
thing,
7. Yeah, it's nice. But once I have my things, I have my things. I'm not going to go
Interesting.
back.
I am.
Find anything okay? No.
Wow. I'm so the opposite. It's like a game for me.
Yeah.
And eventually sometimes I lose the game, but that's okay.
And then do you eventually ask a worker or you just say, hey, they just didn't have it?
I usually
today?
ask Catherine. I'll usually call her and be like, I can't find this thing. Where do I find it? But
That's fun. That could be a bit for you someday. Like the game of like, I will not ask an employee where the red onions are.
I gamify a lot of things in my life. Like
Yeah.
that. Like it's just like, I don't know, let's see if I can do this in this much time.
Yeah.
Like whatever. Sometimes it's like, I should probably not gamify this right now.
Yeah.
But here I am picking up cardboard on the street. See how many I can get with one bundle.
Trojan.
Okay, that's been What's the Move. Thank you. Let's do one more. 5, 6, 5, 7 up.
What's the move? What's the move? Move.
Meow. It's turned off. You turned off the
Good
move.
sound effect.
Segment ended.
He got
Yeah.
severed.
Yeah, that's right.
I went to a wedding this past weekend, straight from airport to wedding. Got changed in the parking garage.
Nice.
Yeah, I felt good.
Security cameras had a heyday with that one.
Oh, I didn't think about the cameras. I was looking out for people.
Sure.
Yeah, but oh well. It was cold, so I went quick.
Milk Check was looking at you.
Meal check. But yeah, I went straight from airport to wedding and really just made takeaway. A guy stopped me at the wedding and was like, hey, I'm a Ghostrunners fan. I was like, oh, dude, what's up? He goes, you actually talked about my comment last week. I was
No
like,
way.
last week? He said, I was the one who said, whenever I need an excuse to not hang out with a girl, I say I just made a
Made
sandwich.
a sandwich.
So it was that guy.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. I met him and he was great. And I would have liked to talk to him more. Every wedding I go to is louder than the wedding I went to before it.
Yep.
And I don't think it's them. I think it's me.
It's the lesions.
It could be the liege.
Lesions help you hear.
Yep.
And you got those lopped off.
So yeah, I'm just getting older.
Yeah.
I just they seem louder and louder everywhere I go. So
Is that true, or do you think you're just trying to value conversation more than you used to value the dance floor?
it could be that too. Yeah, maybe it's less of my ears aging. It's just like I want to have a good talk. Like I got to see Scott Kempen. Haven't seen him since Kanakuk.
Kempin. Big Kempin.
But man, we caught up the entire time Sweet Caroline was being played.
Yeah.
And this guy came into, this was his first song of the night. I kind of liked how they did it. So it was like, we're going to do like a couple songs and then we're going to eat just to kind of get the party started.
Oh, interesting.
But this guy came into the crowd, wireless mic for the first song of the night. I was like, this guy is going to have a shirt off. I mean, he's got to be performing if he's starting off this hot. So.
Wait, there was a live band?
Live band.
Okay.
Yeah. Wireless mic came into the audience to sing the first song of the night.
Sweet Caroline? Was
Yeah.
the first one? Okay.
Had to, unfortunately, had to catch up during that and the next song. It's just so loud.
Yeah. That's tough, dude.
But it was fun.
I will say, like, I think about like the weddings I went to as a younger adult. I don't remember a single conversation I had,
I was just there to dance, baby.
but I remember dancing the night away. Truly, like
Yeah.
even like ones that were like reunion, like, oh yeah, that one we went all the way to Orlando to see our camp friends and all this. It's like, no, I don't remember a conversation, but I remember the dance floor with Greg Hudeberg.
I remember like booing the slow song. We're here to dance.
Yeah.
I don't care about the cake.
No, cake, who cares?
Yeah.
We'll just eat it.
Yeah.
I hear you. I don't even go to weddings that have music anymore. I've been kind of, I'll RSVP maybe, depending on if there's music there.
Yeah, I say, you guys doing DJ, band, or no music? They never say no music.
They never
so
say
I
it
just
anymore.
don't go.
Yeah, so that's okay. I saw, I'm going to pull this up real quick. On our Facebook, somebody posted about the salty iguana thing. Beth Rowe, kind of talked about it. But then also, let me find it real quick. It was Hannah, I think her name's Hannah. Sorry. Emily Burke, sorry. She said, a salty iguana made me chuckle and think about the current trend to name your restaurant something unusual that may or may not actually be appetizing.
Oh, yes, I love this post.
She said, Charleston, South Carolina, where I live, is a foodie city full of trendy restaurants with unusual names. Most often I see an adjective unrelated to food with an animal or food name after it. Sometimes facial hair is involved. Here's my list of top unappetizing restaurant names in Charleston. So then she posts the Grumpy Goat, the Vicious Biscuit, the Frothy Beard,
That one's gross.
My Father's Mustache, the Tattooed Moose, the Glass Onion, the Obstinate Daughter. That is a name for a restaurant?
The Obstinate Daughter.
The Odd Duck Market. She said they don't even sell duck. She said a lot of these actually have incredible food. And then, there's all these different comments below it. Timon, Glass Onion is a great movie, but I never considered it for a restaurant name. Nice.
Thanks.
Letterbox.
But somebody said, let's see, some coffee shops in town, Muddy Waters, Idle Hands, Bad Bunnies. That one's Scott's favorite.
Idle Hands.
Idle Hands. And then Angela Birdwell, we ate barbecue at Poogan's in Charleston. And then she said she picked the item called the Meat Sweats. So it's just funny to think about all these different, that's in one town that they have all those names.
Yeah, that is crazy.
And those are the ones that she knows about. Maybe there's other restaurants out there that people don't know yet. But
this is the opposite of Sioux Falls, because I actually really enjoyed when I was there the simplicity of their restaurants. Like they had a place called Mr. Donuts.
okay.
I said, I like that.
Yeah.
No, I don't know his real name. It's just a guy who sells donuts. They had another one called Burger Time.
Burger Time.
I loved Burger Time.
Okay.
It's so simple. The marquee board only said one word. Guess what it is?
Burger.
Fish. That part threw me off a little bit, but otherwise I liked, true story, I did like just Burger Time. Burger Time, Mr. Donuts, and they had one place called Sports Center where they sold sporting goods.
Cool.
I said, this is the Sports Center.
Yeah.
It's great. It's the opposite of the frothy beard and the obstinate daughter.
My Father's Mustache.
It's just a Mad Lib.
It's like you're playing on hard mode. It's like, hey, let's make a restaurant with incredible food, but let's also name it something that people aren't going to naturally be inclined to go to.
Yeah, or they're going to have trouble remembering. It's
Yeah.
not, in an attempt to stand out, it actually fits in with all the other quirky names.
True. Yeah, it feels like maybe back, before it was just like the person's last name. O'Malley's, Cooper's,
Yeah.
Newton's. I don't know why Newton came to mind, but and now it's like, okay, we got to go the other way with this
Quirky
thing.
adjective, funny noun.
Yeah. The Frothy Beard, My Father's Mustache, The Obstinate Daughter.
These are genuinely funny. Like if we were trying to come up with a bit, let's do crazy restaurant names, like My Father's Mustache.
The
These were
Tattooed
so ridiculous.
Moose, the Grumpy, yeah. I mean, it's a Gene Shorts video waiting to be, made kind of thing. But
Charleston, great town though.
Catherine, she talks about it all the time. Her favorite trip she's ever gone on for food was Charleston.
Right.
She's like, it was the best food I've ever had.
Best food.
So
That is fun. And if you had to name one right now, a Charleston restaurant.
name one.
Yeah,
Like
if you had to
my
name
own.
one to fit in with all those other ones, what would it be called?
The Taxidermy Daughter. The Taxidermy Lesion.
Yeah.
I'd say the severed toe.
Severed Toe.
Severed is big
Severed
right now.
Toe sounds like a speakeasy. You guys going to Severed Toe later?
Severed toe. Yeah, you knock 3 times.
They have discounts on Wells on Thursdays.
I would call mine Abstinence Tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, it's
What's
it's
tonight?
provocative.
Yeah, I know. Ladies' night, abstinence tomorrow. AT.
Going to AT tonight and tomorrow.
Yeah, let's see. Quirky adjective would be the word quirky. And then random
Quirky roommates.
quirky ibex. I think that's an animal.
That sounds like when you're in a Google Doc, but you haven't signed in yet. That's like what your name is. They're always doing that. Like Pink
Anonymous.
Rhino.
Yeah. Quirky ibex.
Quirky Ibex.
Yeah, that's so true. It's like some animal you don't really know
Obscure
what it
animal.
looks like.
Yeah. Black and white meerkat. Something you might appreciate. This felt to me like a big Steve Coop move, but this was done by Ted Cunningham, who I talked about in Monday's episode. Apparently, the last 5 years or so, he's taken it upon himself that every year on his birthday, he calls them birthday declarations. Kind of sounds like a Seinfeld thing almost, where he's just
cool.
like, just so you guys know, this is like the new me.
Okay.
And it's a declaration. So I asked him, I was like, give me some of your recent ones. So the ones he could remember, the first one was no more kale. He has announced to his family and his wife,
over.
Stop making me kale.
Okay.
I'm not doing kale anymore.
No more kale.
Then the next year was no more zucchini. And I think his wife was like, all right, they can't just
No more green stuff.
Yeah, you can't just slowly cut out.
Timon's eyes. Yeah.
You can't just cut out vegetables one by one. And so then 2 years ago, he said, all right, instead of not doing something, I'm in on black hoodies.
Okay.
He said, that's like all I'm going to wear. As much as I can, I'm going to wear black hoodies this year. And as he was telling me this, he was at a black hoodie.
Very
So,
Woodland Hills, yeah.
Yeah, the guy likes black hoodies.
Yeah.
And then this year, he declared that he's no longer tying his shoes. And so he requested, if you're going to get me shoes, I want the On Clouds that have like elastic shoelaces in them.
Love it.
He's like, I'm 46 now. I'm no longer tying my shoe anymore. And I was like, that's awesome. I feel like more people will appreciate that. So I
That's
wanted to
great.
tell people on the podcast. Yeah.
No more. No
Don't
more
be
tying-
afraid.
Yeah.
Have your own birthday declaration. Guys, it's been a good run. I'm not doing dinner until 10 p.m. at someone's house anymore.
Okay.
I'm getting home in a good hour.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No more. Yeah. No more. What would you say?
I'm not playing Catan with people who trade at the end anymore. It's my declaration this year.
Right. No more trading after 7 points.
Yep.
Yes. No more. No more wicked musicals. You know, like get those out of here. I'm not going to pretend like I like those anymore.
No more singing.
No more music at weddings. That's my declaration.
We've been there, done that.
I like the idea of declarations. Let's come up. Let's maybe do a s'mores of declarations sometime.
S'mores of declarations. Yeah. That you
That's
would
fun.
make.
That's fun.
Yeah. If I remember, I'll try to do a birthday decoration too. When the time comes.
One more response to Ghosties, and then I do want to try to do some trivia.
Let's do it. Come on, Brad.
But quick response to Ghosties. I want to talk about this. It got some back and forth on the old Facebook. Madison McCullough.
Oh, yeah. I saw the poll.
Help settle debate I've been having with my husband. We have a contractor at our house finishing up some construction projects. Every day after his lunch breaks, he uses our bathroom. I personally don't think outside workers should be using our bathroom. It feels weird and also a little intrusive of our space. My husband says it's perfectly normal and fine. We live between two gas stations, both within 2 blocks of our house, so I'm not sure why he couldn't just stop there first. And then she put out a poll, team let him urinate, team let him go at a gas station. Let him urinate won 76 to 24%. And there were some pretty strong, like, I can't believe this. Why would you not let him go? I'm here to just go ahead and defend Madison and say, I get it.
Okay.
I think there's some like wiggle, there's some gray area.
Don't say wiggle.
There's some
He's
like,
peeing.
yeah, there's some dribble room. I think number 1 is fine,
That's kind of where I landed on this as well.
but number 2,
It's tough to have that conversation, though,
exactly.
with the contractor.
Exactly.
All right, here are the ground rules.
We had these guys put in cabinets for us in our kitchen a long time ago, and I remember one of them. They're like, "Where's your bathroom?" And I was like, "Oh, it's right there."
Took a while.
I know exactly what he did in there, and it was disgusting. It was disgusting, and I was like really bothered that he did that. But then again, it's like, hey, nature calls, whatever. You can't just be like, let me go to the gas station. But like, all I'm saying is like, some people were just like so black and white about it. I'm just saying, Madison, I want you to know I get it. I hear you, and I feel you.
Yeah, I read that and I thought, oh, that is tricky. What do you do about that? And then when I saw the poll and it said the word urinate, that's what decided for me. I was like, oh, urinate. Yeah, that's annoying to have to go to a gas station just to pee.
Yeah.
But then, like we were saying, like then you have to have the conversation. You hold up a $1 bill and you say, you doing this? You're good in here. You hold up a $2 bill and you say, you go down the road.
That's a
for
little
that.
more rare. This one's a little more rare. Yeah. Yeah, dude. I don't know. It's just like Timon, you had a bunch of renovations at your guys' house.
Yeah. I don't think it was ever a question. Like, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I feel like
You got gas stations pretty far away from you.
Yeah,
that's
true.
also, there's not like a other option necessarily. I think also is like, I think a lot of people would just try not to have to like go number 2 in your house.
Yeah.
As well. Like,
Yeah, they don't want to do it either, probably.
Right. Yeah. Or just like, I think the average person is like, I don't want to stink up someone else's bathroom. But I also, if it was my house, I don't think that I think I'd just be like, do whatever. Like, it's okay. I think. But I've never had a house before of my own.
I just want to validate Madison is all I'm trying to say. 'Cause it's like, it depends on the person. Some people, it's just like,
How do
for
they
whatever
look?
reason, that grosses me out that you just did that. And other people, it's like I've had friends do construction projects in my house. It's like, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's just something.
How do they carry themselves?
Yeah. It's like they just came in, they just got back from lunch from Taco Bell. It's like,
That's a problem.
I don't love it. Baja blasted.
I think in a perfect world, maybe we've all got these things. Like I've got this one fork that's kind of grosser.
Mm-hmm.
I've got this one shirt that's my bonfire shirt. In a perfect world, you have one bathroom that's kind of like, all right, we fixed up these 3. This one's kind of in our unfinished base.
It's in the mud room.
It's in the mud room. You just use the sink in the mud room. Make your own mud. No, but you've got like a bathroom you don't care about, and then it's nice. You send them there. You banish them to that bathroom.
Yeah.
That's ideally how you do it.
Ideally. Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, I'm not saying one answer or the other. I think if I were voting, I think maybe just to be a contrarian, I would have voted for gas station. But
you were not voting.
I did not vote.
Yep.
I don't-
Abstained.
I try to stay away from the s'mores voting, and just like, hey, I don't want to sway.
Let the cards fall
I
where
sway.
they sway.
I sway.
I used to sway.
I
used
vote
to sway.
myself.
I've stayed away.
I think there's been times where I voted for one of you because of how bad mine was, but most of the time I sway.
You're very fair.
So you're not biased. You're just truly voting.
Yeah, what
for
I
which
think
one
is
you
best.
think is best. So
Yeah.
anyway,
Yeah.
Main Street, Main Street, Main Timon, Main Street, Main Street. We got a Main Street Roasters in the house. MainStreetRoasters.com is where you can't get it. Main Street Roasters got the beans, and we know what you all mean when you go Main Street.
Hey!
Roasters.
Hey!
Dot.
Hey!
Com.
Woo!
Main Street.
Ayo!
Roasters.
Ayo!
Com. They got the beans, the bags. The beans in the bags. They got the grounds in the bags.
What else?
The grounds in the bags. And
Yeah,
they got
yeah.
those beans
Hey-o.
and the grounds.
Look up.
The grounds are made from beans.
Yeah, yep.
They're grinded up beans.
Yep.
And they go in the bags for MainStreetRoasters.com. GRKC for 10% off today. Day.
Wicca. What?
It's right here, dog. It's right here. It's right here in my veins, dog.
Tawna's back again.
I'm ready for it. I'm ready. I'm ready for this. I'm ready.
I was built to drink this.
I'll put that briefcase wherever I want.
It's in 6.
He guessed on the first try. Spoiler alert.
MainStreetRoasters.com.
Okay.
Trivia time? Come on.
Trivia time. Yeah, this I took a lot of the questions that we didn't use last week from Chick-fil-A and made a document with them, as well as a lot of other stuff. So, and I made up a game in my head, and it's really fluid of like how this trivia game works. Okay, so just know that ahead
All right,
of time.
it's fluid.
I should have had way more. I haven't prepared all the way yet. So just know that this is not the final iteration of the trivia.
All right. Phase 1 of trivia game.
But the trivia game is called, and Timon, I'm going to need your
Do the jingle.
Greatest Showman. No, not yet. It's called the game is called Never Enough. Do you know it?
Yeah.
So go ahead and just the Never Enough part.
Never enough.
Yep. Just
Trivia.
like that.
Just one line.
Trivia.
Trivia.
And so the idea is that you're never out until the game is completely over.
Great.
Never enough.
Okay.
You're going to accumulate never enough.
Never enough.
Never.
Trivia.
I really should. I am not as prepared as I should. Oh, I have a pen. So the first part, it's going to be Jake versus Timon.
Perfect.
But
Trivia
listen,
is my strong suit.
No. I had you in mind in these questions, and
Okay.
because initially I was like, okay, we could do our friends and we can do sports trivia, and I was like, well, Timon's not going to know any of these sports trivia things. So the first part, let me see if I can find a pin. If you guys have one handy, that'd be great too. First part's just going to be 2 minutes on the clock.
Got a pen for you.
Thank you. 2 minutes on the clock.
Sorry, I should wait till you're looking. That's on me. That's
Just
big
chucked
sports
it.
guy.
Got one. 2 minutes on the clock. I'm going to basically read these questions as fast as I can, more or less. So it's both of you together.
Do I need to create a note on my phone?
I got it. That's what the pin's for.
That's what the pin's for.
So you're going to answer. I'm going to ask a question. I'm going to give you probably a second or less to answer. And if you don't answer, I'm going to go to the next one, and you no longer have an opportunity to answer that question.
Okay. Rapid fire.
Okay. And Timon and Jake, like if one of you says it, the other person doesn't also get it.
Okay.
Okay.
I understand.
And that's the first part of the game. Will you give me a timer, Timon?
Sure.
Timer, Timon?
Try. Yeah.
That ends on 2 minutes.
Like a timer that we can hear, or just like he's keeping track on his own?
Just that we can hear. Yeah. Can you do the
Yeah.
one?
Yes, I have pulled up. 2 minutes.
You're going to do it on your phone. Okay?
Yeah.
Is that what- oh, sorry.
No.
I didn't.
fine.
Yeah.
Do you want to count down? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I have quite a few questions on here. I truly do think they're kind of all over the place.
Okay.
So yeah, these are the quick hitter. This is the quick hitter section of the trivia game.
And you're never out of it because it's never enough.
Yep. We have 3 sections to the game: quick hitters, who's closer, and never enough.
Oh, okay.
Never enough. But quick hitters is
Very fun. Very fun.
There's no like counting down that I can see. You'll hear it at the end, I'm sure.
yeah. That's great. That's,
Okay,
that's
cool.
fine.
Cool.
We don't need to know how much time's on the clock. Just know that 2 minutes is up, and then we'll know when it's up.
Cool.
All right, 2 minutes are on the clock. There's going to be. This would be nice to have a third, like a proctor for me, but it's fine. I'll be fine. Ready? Go. Which element has the chemical symbol O?
Oxygen.
What is the main ingredient in traditional hummus? Who wrote To Kill a Mockingbird? Which civilization built Machu Picchu? What is the largest organ in the human body?
Skin.
Heart. It's skin.
In which Olympic sport would you perform a vault?
Gymnastics.
What is the currency of Japan?
Yen. That's China.
Which author wrote the Lord of the Rings trilogy?
J.R.R. Tolkien.
I'll give that one time. What is the capital
fair.
of Canada?
Which
Which planet is known as the red planet?
Mars.
What color is a tennis ball typically?
Yellow-ish.
Yellowish, bright yellow, green.
Neon.
What is the hardest natural material on Earth?
Diamonds.
Dang it.
What 1997 film features Leonardo DiCaprio singing
Titanic. Crap.
What Italian dessert translates to pick me up?
Tiramisu.
What is the official... Gosh, you're getting killed, Timon.
I know.
What is the official language of Brazil?
Brazilian.
Portuguese.
What vegetable is used to make guacamole?
Avocado.
Avocados.
Who was the first president of the United States?
George Washington.
Okay.
In what sport would you typically perform a slam dunk?
Basketball.
Well, who was the queen of Egypt? Who was the queen of
Cleopatra.
Yeah. Which actor played Tony Stark in Iron Man?
RDJ. Robert Downey Jr.
Okay. You're coming back. What type of
Jake's just
animal
not
is a
letting me
Komodo
win.
dragon?
Lizard.
Reptile.
What is the name of Harry Potter's owl?
Who?
What is the name of the fictional detective created by Arthur
Sherlock
Conan
Holmes.
Doyle? In Alice in Wonderland, what animal is
Rabbit.
always late?
Rabbit.
Which boy band released a hit song "Bye Bye Bye"
One
in
Direction.
2000?
No, it's not One
NSYNC.
Direction.
Jake coming back. What is the longest river in the world?
Nile.
Who wrote
Amazon.
Romeo and Juliet?
I don't know.
Which U.S. state is known
Shakespeare.
as the Sunshine State?
Kansas.
Florida.
How many players are on a standard soccer team
11.
on the field? Which country has won the most FIFA World Cup tournaments?
Brazil.
Which?
That's our timer.
What's that mean?
Wow. Okay.
Got destroyed.
No, you didn't.
I don't know. I think it's really close.
Well, Jake, I feel like you kind of held off there to let me.
You know.
Did you, Jake?
Robert Downey Jr.
RDJ. Jake, according to my calculations, got 13 points.
Okay.
Timon, according to my calculations, got 11 points.
Good game.
So quick hitters, if you guys didn't know, every point is worth 5 points. So Jake got 13.
I could have won.
13 times 5 is 65. Timon got 11, so he has 55 points. Bank those points, boys. Bank those points.
I'd like to bank.
Okay. So next is the section called Who's Closer? Okay. So there will be different iterations, deviations, if you will. Okay. And you will, I'm making this up on the spot.
I like it.
You can use your points to be multipliers for how many points it's worth.
Got it.
What?
I don't really understand.
We'll figure it out. I don't know. So right now, Timon has 55. Jake has 65. I will say,
Hey.
hey, and I'll ask the question. You guys have to, I'll give you a very vague category for each thing.
Okay.
You will then wager a point
Wager your
total
points.
up to 10.
Okay.
10 times multiplier. Every question is worth 10.
Fun.
Okay?
Okay.
So if you wager 5, you could get a 5 times multiplier of 10, which would be 50. Okay?
Okay.
You'll get there, baby.
I'll get there.
So the deviation thing is how far off you can be. You can be off 5 deviations. So for example, if I said, how many planets are there? The deviation would be 1
Yeah.
because you can't be off by very far. But if there's a question on here that has lots of, like a big number, the deviation might be bigger. Does that make sense? And whoever's closer wins the question. Yes, Jake.
On a question like how many planets are there, can I answer in a non-integer form? I'd like to answer 8.5 because I'm not sure where Pluto falls these days.
Yes, you may. You may answer exactly. Yep,
All right.
exactly.
All right. Thank you, Chef.
Yes, you're welcome. Okay, so the first questions category is going to be currency. Currency,
I'll wager. Would you like to know our wagers?
please.
I'll wager 2.
Okay, Timon.
This is like what we think our chances are. Like just like how
So-
much the amount is
so-
like how confident we are a little bit.
So if Jake has 65 points, if he misses this, he only has 63 points. But if he gets it right, he gets 20 points.
10 times
I'll
multiplier.
wager 3.
Okay. All right. Who's closer? How many ways can you make change for a US dollar?
Oh, boy.
The deviation is going to be 20.
And should we
20.
just say it at the same time?
Actually,
This
it doesn't
is
really
just-
matter the deviation because it's just whoever's closer. Yeah, I should have had whiteboards. I should have had whiteboards.
No, it's okay.
Wait, this is just how many ways? I don't even know if I understand the question.
How many different ways, like between quarters, nickels, dimes, how many
You could
different
do
ways can you
100
make?
pennies. You could
I
do
see.
10 dimes. You
I
could
see
do
90 pennies and 1 dime.
Don't give them all the answers.
okay. So there's at least 3. So think of your number. And
Got it.
Yep.
I don't like this, but I got
I
it.
don't know.
But I got it.
Maybe whatever. Let's just do it on 3. Maybe eventually we'll write them down on your phones or something to reveal something. Anyway, all right. 1, 2, 3.
234. Okay, a little off.
55 versus 234.
I went with my amount of points. Lucky number.
All right. I'm not even going to do math on that. The answer is 293.
Ooh.
Jake
Nice
is closer. Ding, ding, ding. Jake gets 20 points. 85. Timon loses 3 points. 52. Okay.
Awesome.
Next one is going to be geography. Geography. Yes. What's your number? How much are you wagering? Don't think too hard. Just
2.
2.
10.
2 and 10. All right.
It's
Jake's
dig him a
going for the
grave right
jugular.
now.
I
Yeah,
love
he's
it.
not going to be around for never enough.
All right. Approximately how? No, that's the point, Jake. It's never enough. Approximately how many miles of hiking trails are there in Yellowstone National Park?
Why did I do 10? Of course, it's not an answer. It's like wits and wagers. No one knows the answer to these questions.
Okay.
How many miles of hiking trails are in
And we're
Yellowstone?
going to be pretty quick with these answers. So
Yep.
you get about 3 seconds to think.
It's in my head.
Okay.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
97.
600.
Crap.
97, 600.
Yeah.
The correct answer is 1,000. Timon is closer.
Okay.
Okay. So Jake
I'm
loses
a real
10
piece
points.
of work.
Timon goes up to 72. Jake goes down to 75. All of a sudden, this game's close, boys. All right. Next, we're going physical science. Physical science.
I'll
much are you
wager
wagering?
4.
10.
4 and 10.
The risk reward ratio. I mean, you might as well risk it.
How many elements are on the periodic table?
Oh. We can
do
get
You
close.
can do integers or you can do halves if you want.
2.
How many
I
elements
have
are on the
my number
periodic
in mind. I'm not going to change it.
I have my number in mind.
All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1.
32.
88. Oh, it's more than that time.
Yeah, it is.
Brad really enjoyed that answer.
32 is crazy. 32 is crazy, dude.
I have a certain chart I'm picturing in my mind, and I feel like there's not much more than 32.
It's kind of a
but they're-
16 by 2 chart, or what
Yeah.
is it?
Everyone
Eight by-
knows 32 elements, and then there's like all these ones you've never heard of. 118 is the correct answer. So Jake
Okay.
gets 100 points. He goes up to
Close.
175. Timon goes down to 68.
You're doing some good bookkeeping over
Thank
there.
you. All right. Next is
Gosh, that's embarrassing.
civics, maybe politics. I don't know what you call this one, but what do you wager?
I'll go 10.
10? Timon, you could wager up to 68.
I'm gonna take I might as well take a chance and go 10 as well.
All right.
I don't feel good
What is
whatsoever.
the average income of a U.S. senator? The
Senator?
average income of a U.S. senator
Senator.
in USD dollars. You have 3 seconds.
I have a number.
I have a
Those
number.
3 seconds are up. 3, 2, 1.
175.
175,000. Clarify that next time, please.
120.
120,000. The correct answer is 174,000.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, wow.
Jake nailed it almost. Okay, 58 to 275. Guess what the game's called, though? Never enough. Don't be comfortable, Jake. How long? Oh, sorry. Science.
It's about science?
Science.
20.
Yeah, we're
I'm
we're
not
up.
good at good at science
Yep.
at all.
Give me
but I'm gonna say
10.
20.
10. Okay, how long
I'm
does
really
it
desperate right now.
does it take for a human to fully replace the cells in their entire body? You just went to the dermatologist, so you
Yep.
should-
Yep. We were just
man.
talking about this.
and we will do this in you can choose days or years. I'll
Okay.
say that.
I don't know.
Yeah, I have no clue.
All right.
3, 2, 1.
3 days.
days.
3 days, Brad. I think it's like a fun fact. It's like, wow, I can't believe that we changed
Yeah.
that little time.
You thought Brad was going to throw you off. Like, you can answer
Right.
in years if you want.
Right.
I don't need that.
It's 3 days,
only
Brad.
3 days.
And
This was
that's-
a free
and
round
If
for
it's not, it
Timon.
doesn't say that.
All right. The answer is 7 years.
Wow.
7 years. So
Oh,
Timon
that makes
is
sense because the
farther.
taste buds thing. Don't they say your taste buds?
Oh, that's a
regenerate?
good point.
I should have thought about that.
That's a good point.
My taste buds change every 3 days. I was figuring it was I don't know.
All right. Timon 38, Jake 375. I will say this. Timon, you can now wager as much as you want every time.
That's fair. I will do 10.
Okay, Jake does 10. This one's going to be history.
I'll
American
wager
history.
20.
Good.
20. All right, next question. How old was Benjamin Franklin when he died?
Oh my gosh.
How old was Ben Frank when he
See,
died?
not only this is the problem. Not only do I know a lot less than Jake, I'm like he's better at educated guesses, or like I think you're just better at
That's
logically
okay.
guessing.
This is not the last section. We have one more.
Okay,
Never
never
enough.
Did he forget the name of the game?
Yeah.
He must have forgot the name of the
He
game.
must be giving up at this point.
I don't even know if I. Okay,
He must think I have enough.
I have a number.
All right. I have a number.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
73.
Oh.
48.
48.
73.
Young guy.
73.
Yeah, 73.
Let's see which one's closer. 84. So
No way.
Yes. So Timon now gets 200 points, goes up
Okay.
to 238. Jake loses 10 points, 365. And
Neck
ladies
and neck.
gentlemen, we got a game. All right. Next one is sports. Sports.
It's going to be a guessing one, you know.
How many points do I have?
2 something.
238.
I'm gonna wager 38.
Okay. You now are able to wager whatever you want as well.
I would like to wager 20, please.
20 and 38. Okay. I like it, Timon. Keeping it.
Well, I'm confident in this one.
All right.
Against Jake
Sports.
especially.
How many dimples does an average golf ball have?
Oh no.
How many dimples does an average golf ball have? I have a specific number, though it can range.
I thought I knew the answer, but I'm realizing now I think that was ridges on a quarter. So this is a whole new number.
Ridges on a quarter is different.
Ridges on a quarter.
I have a number in my head.
All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1.
278.
Okay, I think it could be between ours.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do some math on this one. You said 400.
Yeah.
I said two. I said probably 300. No, I said 278.
Time might be closer if it's like 330 or something. I was thinking it was like 360, and I was like, no, that's how many days are in a year. Then I thought, no, that's the ridges on the quarter thing. They're all in the 360s.
Holy cow. All right. So the answer is 334.
Dang it.
Which is 56 away from Timon and 66 away from Jake.
Okay.
334.
Never enough.
You just made 380 points?
Yeah, I'm about to add that math up. 388 plus 238, 618. Wow. Jake lost 20. Whew. Wow. And all of a sudden, 345 to 618. All right. Last question in this category of who's closer, also sports related.
I would like to wager 100 points, please.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll wager 30.
Okay.
Oh, Timon, you got 600
Okay.
points. Never enough.
All right. This is
Wait, I do have 600 points?
this is just for, okay. I'm going to do this, Timon.
Okay.
I'm going to ask Jake a question.
Right.
And it's going to be, it's not a yes or no. It's an actual trivia question. It's about sports. If he
Okay.
gets it right, you can choose if he gets 100 points, if he gets it right, or if he gets it wrong, you get 50 points. Or you can just choose if he gets it right, he gets 50 points. If he gets it wrong, he gets 0 points and you get 0 points.
I see. So just choose whether or not I benefit from him getting it
Right.
right.
Like,
wrong,
do you think he's
whatever.
going to get it right?
I think he probably will.
Okay. So you think 50 points only for if he gets it right, but no benefit to you if he doesn't.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
The question, Jake, is who is the NCAA's men's basketball leader in career points?
I think I've known this for a long time, but has someone recently overtaken he or her? No, wait, what'd you ask?
Men's.
Okay.
But hey, good for you. Keep an open mind.
NCAA men's
I
basketball
have a
scoring
number.
champion.
Just kidding.
All right, I'm just going to
So
go
wait,
with my gut.
I'm also trying to answer this, right? Or not?
No.
No? Oh,
You're not
okay.
going to get this answer.
Okay. Oh, okay.
You know a person. You know.
I would like to know Timon's answer.
I just was going to guess LeBron.
Yeah, good
Good-
guess.
good guess,
Yeah.
Tim.
Where'd he go to college again?
High school.
Good.
Yeah.
That actually is right.
NCAA high school. Yeah.
NCAA high school. I don't want this to be the answer, and I guess something else, so I'm going to go with Pistol Pete Maravich.
That is correct for 50 points. All right.
And
Now-
I wagered initially 1,000 until we changed the rules there.
Well, okay. The next question is
We're back.
how many points per game did he average? How many?
I think I
points
know
per
this.
game?
This is not fair. I think I know it.
Really?
Yeah.
How many?
Like 44.3 or something like that.
Okay. That is very close to accurate. 44.2.
Wow.
Good for you. Hey, good for you.
Thank you.
Do you know how many career points he has?
No, I know he only played 3 seasons, though. And there was no 3-point line.
Okay. So the new question is how many career points did Pistol Pete have? Timon, you now have knowledge of this,
Yeah.
that he had 44 points per game.
Yeah.
I'm going to give you guys 3 seconds so you can't think about it too much.
Yeah, I don't know.
3, 2, 1.
2,900.
3,000.
Oh, wow. We're so close.
I can do that math. Timon is closer.
Dang.
3,667.
Wow. Played more games than I thought.
So Timon just got 300 points. Very good. I can do that math. Wow, guys. Barn burner here.
Oh, well, I'm losing. I don't think I have enough points to win.
That's the thing, Jake. There's never enough points till the end. Never enough. All right, so Jake has 295. Timon has 918. We're going to the boom, 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 final round. Never enough. Okay, so I haven't figured out exactly how I want to do this, but basically,
I have an idea for the final round. You keep talking.
okay. Oh, fun. Okay, keep talking. You said okay. So the idea is I'm going to give a category. The person can wager on that category that has however many points as they want from their bank. The other person then has the opportunity to steal that category, but if they get it wrong, they lose half that many points. Does that make sense?
I'm not sure if I heard. I'm sorry.
So let me say it
I was
again.
focused
You're fine.
on Jake.
You're fine. So let me say it again. Like, let's say I say, okay, Timon, the category is movies.
Yeah.
You'd be like, oh, I know movies decently well. So I'm
Yeah.
going to take my 918 points. I'm going to wager 300 points. And then Jake's like, well, I think I know movies decently well too. I'll go ahead and steal that. Okay? I think
Okay.
is what I'm saying. Nice, Jake.
I was trying to make them red. I probably can't even tell. They're blue now. I'll do something else.
Yeah.
So then I think if Jake then gets it right, he would steal. He would get 300 points, but if he gets it wrong, he would lose 150 points.
Okay.
That's half of 300.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Now we're
round.
talking. Do you want to switch me sides, Timon? No. It's all right. It's all right.
It's fine.
Maybe in the future.
The final round.
Does that make sense? I don't know if this is exactly how we want to do it, but I just want to make it so it's like, hey, Jake's losing by 600 points right now, but he could come back and win because it's never enough. He could go for 600 points next time.
Double jeopardy.
But guess what? Timon can be like, I'm not letting you get 600 points here. I'm going to steal it from you. Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
So you can wager.
I think I get
I don't
it.
even know if you can wager. I'm just going to say you can have as many points as you want on every question. But the other person can be like, I'm stealing that from you.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm going to start the questions with, maybe I should be more specific initially with questions. So the first question is going to be about a Christmas movie. Jake, you are losing right now, so you get to make your first gamble on how much you would like to make this question worth.
What do I have? About 400 points or so?
You have 300 points. 295 versus Timon's 918. But you can have as many as you can bet 1,000 points if you want.
Okay, great. 200.
200. Timon, would you like to steal or would you like to let Jake go for 200?
So I'm not playing in this one.
Yeah, let's see. How do I make this
sorry.
beneficial? No. I'm trying to make sure.
Okay.
How can I make this beneficial for Timon not to say yes? I guess because if you get it wrong, Jake would then get 100 points.
I see.
But if you steal it and you get it right, you get 200 points.
Okay, I'll try to steal it. Why not?
Okay.
Sure.
All right. I think you're going to get this one. What are, according to the Buddy the Elf, what are the four main food groups? The four main food groups, according to Buddy the Elf.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't even have a guess.
Okay.
Too much time on that cell phone.
The answer was candy, candy canes, candy corn, and syrup. So Jake now gets 100 points.
Even though I bet 200?
Right, because he stole that from you.
Okay.
Like I said, workshopping this
Yeah,
whole thing.
no.
So,
Yeah.
all right, Timon, next question is going to be a math question.
Okay.
Math question.
And I choose how many points I want.
As many as you want,
Yep.
baby.
50.
50. Jake, you gonna steal that?
Really
or-
playing ball. Yeah, I'll steal.
Okay, for 50 points, what do the angles inside of a triangle always add up to?
180.
Wait, we're not supposed to.
No, it's just Jake now.
Oh,
'cause
I
he
stole.
from
I
you.
stole.
That's correct.
I'm sorry.
And now you
Brick
have
by brick.
445 points. All right,
Brick by
Jake.
brick.
Next question is going to be, science.
300 points, Regis.
300 points. Do you want to steal or you want to take it? Or let him take it, Timon?
I'm going to steal that from
Dang
him.
it.
Because
All right, Timon.
I know my science.
Yep.
What is the rarest naturally occurring color in nature?
Blue?
Ooh.
According to Google, it's purple.
Oh, really?
Ooh.
So Jake
Probably
gets
what I would have guessed
I was
too.
confident on that one. Dang.
Yeah.
150 points.
Thought it was rapid fire.
595 to 918. Timon is kind of staying steady. All right. Next question for Jake is going to be geography. Geography.
Am I winning or losing?
You are losing 595 to 918.
Give me 1,000.
1,000 points, Timon. You going to steal it?
I don't know.
So if you get it right, you get 1,000 points. If you get it wrong, you give Jake 500 points, and he would be winning.
Okay, I'll steal it.
Dang
All
it.
right. Timon, what is the smallest nation in the world?
I
What is
know
the
it.
smallest nation in the world.
I don't know it, but it's
I'd like
probably
to re-steal.
it's Haiti.
I have already given the points to Jake.
Is it the Vatican?
Vatican City, yes. Or Vatican, yeah, whatever. So Jake is now in the lead, 1095 to 918.
Ooh.
We're going to do 4 more questions.
Never
but
enough.
Never enough. That's right. Timon, you get to wager now. How many points do you want this next one to be worth? It is in literature.
Okay,
Literature.
300.
300.
Let him have it.
Let him have it.
Let him have it.
All right. Timon, what does the CS stand for in the name C.S. Lewis?
Good question.
This one's pretty hard.
Yeah, I don't know this.
Claus Santa. It's backwards.
Yeah, I don't
Santa.
get the points.
You lose. It is Clive Staples.
I knew. See, I'd heard that.
Oh, see, I didn't know that at all.
Yeah, that one's a tough one. You
Yeah.
never know with Never Enough.
Yeah.
That's why you
okay.
play the game.
All right. Next one is animals category, Jake. Animals. It is currently $10.95 to $6.18. Animals.
Give me 300 points, Regis.
300 points.
I'll steal that though.
Dang it.
Okay.
I got to think through this better.
I know. It's like, all right, Timon. A baby horse is called what?
I know. A foal.
I'd like to buzz in.
You know how excited I am to know one of these. for
Yes.
once?
Haitian horse.
Or okay, they're or a specifically a male one is a colt, but they're a foal in general.
And what's a female called?
A filly.
Good.
I'm giving Timon another 100 points for that. I'm the game master.
Yeah, you do what you want.
So you got 300 points for that, plus another 100 is 1018. Jake, 1095. This is getting close, y'all.
This is why you play Never Enough.
All right, next question is for who gets the wager this time? Timon.
Time and wagers.
Timon gets the wager this time. Let's go. Let's go back to
The future.
entertainment.
Entertainment.
Okay. 200.
200. Jake.
You see, hear it in his voice. Not confident.
200.
Let him have it.
All right.
I like to be entertained.
I kind of
Maybe
like
y'all
it.
know this. I don't know.
Timon, you like movies.
Yeah.
What actor or actress has received the most acting Oscar nominations?
Daniel Day-Lewis.
No. Meryl Streep.
Hey, that's what I was going to guess. I should have said it, though.
200.
Now you guys
Timon.
don't believe me.
Dang.
Down to 818 with, I believe,
Two more questions
two
left.
more questions.
Two
This
more
is
wages.
getting good. All right, Jake. Next one I'm going to do entertainment again.
Let's go 150.
Okay. 150.
I'll take it.
All right, Timon.
I don't know.
This one you have to be within 5 years to get this answer correctly.
Okay.
The question is, how
3
old
days.
was Elvis Presley when he died?
Are you taking my Elvis question?
He was 42. I have no idea.
Timon, 42. The answer is 42. So therefore 42 minus 42 is 0. So therefore you got it correct.
Hey!
Wow. 818. He was 42. You nailed it.
Wait, seriously?
Yeah, buddy.
Good job, Timon.
What?
All right. 968 to 1095. This could not have gone better
I can't believe
for the
that.
final question.
He was actually 42. Cool.
okay.
So it's neck and neck. This is the final one, right? Am I just barely ahead?
Correct. I'm trying to find one that's like, not too much one person or another here.
This is Timon's wager. And what is he down by? Like 90 or something? 100?
He is down 968 to 1095. So yeah,
130?
Yep.
Ooh.
Wow. Okay. All right.
Never enough.
American history. Jake.
I still don't even have a good enough grasp to know what's the smartest thing to wage to like.
It's never enough.
I don't know,
Go
man.
a million at this point.
I'll say 200.
Okay.
Is that? Yeah. I don't know.
I might go higher than that
Oh,
just in case Jake steals.
Sure.
Well, but yeah,
I don't know.
go 300.
Oh, actually, wait. Yeah, I'm 100. Yeah, 300. Sorry, I understand it slightly enough.
Yeah. Slightly enough.
It comes down to American history. I'm going to steal it. Put the ball in my hands at the end of the game.
That's right.
You know, I want Mahomes to have the ball at the end of the game.
So if Jake gets this right, he wins. If Jake gets
Okay.
it wrong, you win. Timon.
Okay.
It all comes
All
down
right.
to this. That's why you put the blue lights on, folks.
And Jake, if you know this, give people a little bit of a pregnant pause in between saying it and not. Give it a little bit of
Pregnant pause.
a little tension.
Okay.
Don't just be like 42.
Okay, great. Let the contractions build.
Jake, American history. Who was the youngest president? The youngest president we've ever had.
Dang it. I don't know this.
Pregnant pause. Nice. This guy's good.
Oh, man. I don't know this one at all.
Yes, you're doing great. Youngest president.
I have a guess, though.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not locking in this answer.
Oh, okay.
My first thought
I'm not gonna look at you, I'm
is
not gonna respond.
John F. Kennedy. I obviously wasn't alive for when he was shot or when he was president, but it feels like there's a stigma. People talk like, oh, JFK, hubba. Yeah, get a load of this guy. I think he was a young senator. I think he was a young president. Who else would it be? Let me just go through the 7 presidents I know.
I don't know. I'm glad I didn't get this one.
You wouldn't have had a guess?
No, I don't think so.
I don't know of any other guys known for being. Lock it in, JFK.
The answer's been locked in.
Pregnancy.
Jake has 1,095 points. Timon has 968. For 300 points for Jake or 150 points for Timon, Jake has said, this is how you do pregnant pause, by the way. Jake has said John F. Kennedy. The answer, Theodore Roosevelt.
Wow, Timon wins.
Timon wins. And that has been
Never enough.
never
Never enough.
never
For me.
for me, for me. So,
The number 42 came up big for Timon.
is that how old he was?
That's how old Teddy Roosevelt was.
Wow, Jackie
And
Robinson
Elvis.
too.
True.
Wow.
JFK was 43. Oh,
dang.
man.
You can't script this stuff, guys.
No, you can't. You were thinking of all this off the top of your head. You can't script this. You can't think of questions beforehand.
Oh man.
That's great, guys. That's great.
That's fun.
Man, I hate trivia. Good game though.
I know it'd be fun to get our friends in here for something like that. Or Rachel. Oh, Rachel has delayed start. She's already gone probably.
She's coming. Yeah. Have we got past 10? Oh, yeah. All right. It's past 10 a.m.
Delayed start. Yeah. Do they start at like 3:00? Anyway, that's been never enough. Let us know what you guys think.
That's what you think. We'll keep the lights this way. We're wrapping up. Should we do a comment of the week? Thanks for preparing that, Brad. That was fun.
You bet. Win of the week, comment of the week.
Yeah, stuff like that. Treehouse of the week goes to mine. Just a reminder, you can stay at it whenever you want.
Dude, Catherine and I talked about taking the kids there for a little
that's
vacation
fun.
thing.
Yeah.
It'd be kind of fun. Right?
Yeah, it's great.
Kids love just being out in the forest, just like doing stuff out there, like just imagining. And
We got like 2 big beds and a little sofa. Perfect. Probably fit all of you guys in there.
Oh, they can sleep on the floor.
Okay, yeah.
No problem.
It's great.
That's awesome. Yeah. Where do you can find that on your Instagram? The easiest way.
Yeah, I think it's in the link tree in my Instagram. Okay. Yeah. Direct link. Save us all a little bit of money.
Oh, yeah. Not through Airbnb. Is that what you mean?
Exactly.
Okay.
That's my treehouse of the week. What's your...
My win of the week is we took down our Christmas lights.
Good job.
That's a win.
I took down the...
Christmas
Studio
tree.
Christmas tree.
Christmas is no longer here. Remind me next year, if I haven't taken down my Christmas lights, that taking down your Christmas lights is really easy.
Okay.
Okay. It took me 20 minutes maybe.
I'm going to put a reminder in my phone. What day would you like to be reminded of this?
January 16th.
Okay. Taking down Christmas lights is easy.
Yeah, it was a win for sure. It was just like, oh man, it's and this year it had been cold and snowy and whatever, and like all these excuses, but like it was not hard, and it was one of those things I see, and it's one of those things where like, you have like visual cues of like, dang, you're kind of failing at this, like you should do this thing. I'll do it later. And it's like this micro fail.
January 15th?
16th, please.
16th.
15th. I'm totally okay with 15th.
16th is a Friday. That might be good.
Good. Yeah. Perfect.
All right. For Brad.
So, yeah, I have a comment as well. Oh, what did Catherine just send me?
Baby's diaper.
Just found these in the fridge. I was like, what are those? I think one of the kids literally put rocks in a can and then like put a lid on them and put them in the fridge. At first it looked like some like moldy food or something. I was like, what in the world?
My win of the week involves your kids, and it's when Hattie and Bo knocked on my door this past week, and they said, we're going to the park if you want to come.
That was fun.
Yeah. And I said, what park? And they said, Pink Park. I said, which one's Pink Park? Like, it's the one with all the pink stuff in it.
Yeah.
We got there. It's overwhelmingly yellow. But
Yep.
yeah, there's a few pink things there.
There's 2 like reddish slides that have like gotten stained by the sun, like pinkish.
I love it though. That's such a kid thing. We're going to the Pink Park.
Pink Park.
I mean, you look at it, the whole thing's pink. No, it was fun. Just hadn't played hide and seek in a while and got a good 30 minutes in.
Yep.
And it was fun. I actually really enjoyed Hattie's intelligence and hide and seek. She couldn't find a spot, so Bo was counting behind a tree, and so Hattie hid just on the opposite side of the tree. And when he walked around, she just walked around, and it totally got him. He had no idea where she was.
That is awesome.
It was
You're
great.
Right. That's something I would have totally done. As a
Yeah.
kid. But they would have been able to see me around the whole tree. Yeah, that was fun. That was a great time. My win of the week is a voice memo from our friend Joel. Like, have you listened to this yet?
Joel. Yeah.
Yeah, just awesome, wonderful dude. Who like is a friend of ours, but also like I haven't spent a ton of like time face to face with him.
Mm-hmm.
He worked at camp, but not the same years as me. And so anyway, just sent me a message or us a message basically saying like, hey man, you know, life is hard sometimes. And like, he's a pastor of a church and, you know, he's like, sometimes life can be heavy. And like, you guys are providing like one of like the times where I can feel like happy and joyful and like just light and just like be able to like go out and work out in my yard and listen to your podcast. And it's like been a huge blessing to me. And so he's like, I don't know what your demographic is for people who listen, but you got a 38-year-old pastor who's, you know, very blessed by you. And so it's just like,
that's cool.
A really sweet, voice memo from him. So shout out to Joel. He's the man. So
shout out Joel. Yeah, it was really nice of him.
Yeah.
Timmy, do you have a win of the week?
Not specifically. Sorry, I.
Or a comment. Sorry, that was kind of my comment /
That's fine.
Yeah.
If I think of something else, yeah.
Okay, great. No worries. My comment of the week comes from Natalia Elizabeth. She commented on our Chick-fil-A drive-thru episode and said, "This is by far the best pod yet."
Oh.
I laughed the whole time. I just love how it's Brad and Jake with their homeschooled son Timon in the back. Yeah, we just posted that, but the comments have been overwhelming and just really positive so far. So thank you guys.
That's great. That's fun.
Everyone wants to know Timon's camera. I mean, it's just fun. It's just good. The second camera was nice.
Yeah, that was a great call time.
Good work, Timon.
Thanks.
Cool.
I hope it fit. I think people are just hanging out with us for an hour, just a little lunch break.
Yeah.
It was nice.
Yeah, it was fun.
Casual. All right.
Anything else you got? You good? Timon?
Teddy Roosevelt, 42.
Yeah, I tried to ask one that was like
That was great. That was a good last one.
everyone's heard of Teddy Roosevelt. Whether or not you knew
Yep.
that answer, you at least had a chance.
I quoted Teddy Roosevelt in a recent Friday Pickleball YouTube video. We were playing against these kids who were so good, but they were so quiet. And I said, Isaac,
Speak softly.
is it just, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And I was like, Isaac, does this remind you of that Teddy Roosevelt quote? He was like, dude, don't ask me anything about anything like that ever again. I like offended him.
Don't
It's like,
even.
dude, don't even try. Stop bringing that up around me.
Yeah.
All right.
That's
I
hilarious.
was like, well, they are the carry a big stick, speak
you know, get it
quietly thing.
Don't stop.
right.
Quit it.
All right. Good episode. Be on the lookout. Ghosty Getaway, August 16th through 23rd.
Mm-hmm.
And reminder, tonight, come to Hy-Vee Arena, volleyball game. Be a part of the documentary.
That's crazy. It's gonna be so fun. So fun.
Super fun.
So fun. You
Sugarcoat
guys
it.
are fun. We love you guys. We'll see you next week.
See you Monday.
Ghostrunners Podcast. Everybody